While Sherlock Holmes was digging up clues into Knight's case, Murdoch Gull was digging up bodies and selling them to a doctor for dissection. This bizarre trade in corpses, known as body snatching, sprang up in the 17th century when the medical profession sought to learn more about human anatomy. British law prohibited autopsies, so some doctors turned to body snatchers who raided graveyards and delivered their gruesome merchandise to medical schools in the dead of night. The most notorious body snatchers of all were two men from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's hometown of Edinburgh, William Burke and William Hare. They stumbled into the business by accident in 1827, when one of their fellow boarders died in his bed. Hare hit upon the idea of selling the body to pay off the rent. Enter Dr. Robert Knox, who gave them £7 for the corpse, no questions asked. Burke and Hare knew a good thing when they saw it, but they quickly tired of waiting for their neighbors to die. So they decided to hasten a few of them to their heavenly reward in exchange for a more earthly compensation from Knox. Waylaying prostitutes and street peddlers, they killed at least 17 people before they were caught a year later. Hare turned King's evidence to save his neck and put Burke's neck in the noose. Dr. Knox was never officially investigated, but an outraged mob burned him in effigy, and he fled Edinburgh in disgrace. The case so appalled the country that Parliament passed a law permitting the dissection of bodies and buried the practice of body snatching. The same can't be said for William Burke, who, in a neat twist of irony, suffered the fate of his own victims. After his hanging, his body was taken to a medical school and dissected. Later, his skeleton was displayed in a museum in Edinburgh, where for years afterward, the streets rang with the chanting of a children's rhyme. Burke's the murderer, Hare's the thief, and Knox the boy who buys the beef. I'm Diana Rigg. Good night.
Mystery is made possible by a grant from Mobile Corporation, which invites you to join with them in supporting your local public television station. And by the annual support of viewers like you. Mystery is a presentation of WGBH Boston.